Alright, let's go for a swamp, and then 1, 2, 3. I'll spend 3 mana to cast a Mind Twist on 2, well, where X is 2, rather.
X is 2, so that means I must discard both of the cards in my hand.
Yes.
Birds of Paradise, Howl from Beyond.
Alright, and with that, I will end.
Jesus Christ. Alright, at the beginning of the upkeep, I must sacrifice a creature other than the Lord, so the Mahotmi Djinn is now sacrificed, but the Lord of the Pit deals 0 damage to me. Oh, tap 1 to cast another Ancestral Recall.
Oh, man! I was hoping that you could kill yourself with Lord of the Pit, but no, now you're going to get Birds of Paradise and Spring Sprite and just feed them to it over and over again.
I'm going to tap 1 blue, and I'm going to cast another Ancestral Recall.
Dude!
Because why not? Because why fucking not? Yeah, I started this turn with 1 card in my hand, and now I have 5. Go fuck yourself. So next... Fuck, I can't cast any spells. I'm going to swing into you for 7 in the air.
Alright, I'll go down to 8.
And I'll end my turn.
Well, at least I can't get hit with Lord of the Pit this turn. Alright. Oh yeah, he's 6, so I don't quite have it. But I do have 4 to cast Juggernaut.
Juggernaut. Yay. Alright, Lord of the Pit deals 7 damage to me at the beginning of my upkeep because I can't sacrifice any creatures. The original...
And it remains tapped, doesn't it?
It does not, actually.
Oh, no, it does not remain tapped. Okay.
The original alpha printing actually pointed out that you can still attack with the Lord even if you fail to sacrifice a creature to it.
Okay.
I did not draw a card yet. Okay, draw a card. Going to main phase. Okay, well, that's pretty cool. I'm gonna put down a Savannah, and then I'm gonna pay 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to cast the Air Elemental.
Yep.
4/4 with flying, and then I'm gonna fly over you for 7.
Yep. Bringing me down to 1.
Fear the Lord.
When we decided to actually fix Lord of the Pit, we made it so that he actually did require not only did he require the sack, but if you didn't sack for him, he remained tapped.
Well, they would have fixed that quite some time ago.
Yes.
Uh-oh.
Obsidious Golem.
The footstone's connected to the ankle stone. The ankle stone's connected to the leg stone. The leg stone's connected to the hip stone. The air elemental blocked the juggernaut.
Alright. So they are both dead.
They are both dead.
Also, Future Prince of Juggernaut, I'm pretty sure... Actually, no, Future Prince of Juggernaut don't have trample, do they?
Nah, Juggernaut's pretty basic as fuck.
Alright. And with that, I will end.
Alright, and that is the game. Grad's tapped out. Lord of the Pit deals another 7 damage to me, so it's a 6-point game. And let's see what I drew. Upkeep, draw step. Ooh, alright. So in a most spectacular fashion, I get to tap 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to cast the Sengir Vampire.
Yay!
Empires rise and fall, but evil is eternal. And just for the fuck of it, I'm going to put down 3 more Mox cards.
Okay.
Swinging. 7 in the air.
Yep, bringing me down to -6.
Yay.
Good game, Cloud.
Good game, Gradad. Jesus
All right,
Christ.
so there's a couple things that I didn't actually get to show off in my deck that I want to do a little bit of talking about. If you don't mind, Mr. Cloud.
Oh yeah, let's do it. All right, it's review time.
All right, so Alpha is fucking stupid. Okay, we need to stress just how fucking stupid Alpha actually is, because Alpha is in fact fucking stupid. That's your card, right? No, that is mine.
No, I gave it to you by mistake. I'm sorry.
Okay, but I do actually have Dark Rituals. See? And what was... Yeah, this thing. Alright, so... What my original plan was, very specifically, was I was going to attempt to force out Demonic Hordes on turn 1. The issue that I ran into whilst testing was that I kept forgetting that if I don't have 3 black mana to sacrifice, Demonic Horde just continually blows up my own shit.
Yep. Yep.
Okay, but if you can feed demonic hordes, which isn't actually all that hard given all the goddamn mock stuff in this set. Seriously, there's a mox artifact for every single color, and it's awesome, but it's also very terrible because since there's zero drop artifacts, they can come into play and tap the turn that they're played. So it's literally free mana. And then you get Soul Ring. Hello, Will-O-Wisp. And then you get Soul Ring, which is doubling your mana every time you play it. I'm glad that Soul Ring isn't actually allowed in most Commander formats.
And I see that Gerda and I agreed on pretty much a lot of the same cards.
Yeah. Dark Ritual in order to get out my bigger creatures earlier on. Jadamir Tone, in the event that games went longer, they never would. But in the event that they did, the big thing that I'm not running is any actual removal, because I'm not entirely sure if it's here. I'd have to go look. But, like, Fear, I noticed that Black specifically in this set was very focused on discard and non-creature destruction. So that was really cool for me to play around with. And I had some really good testing hands where I was able to get out and keep demonic hordes on, like, turn 2 or 3. But as we noted, yeah, it doesn't matter if I have one 5/5 creature. You've got 3 or more. Hey, Crawworm.
Yes, Crawworm is one among a number of cards that had been reprinted from the Alpha set. Lord of the Pit very famously got reprinted many times, actually. The Disenchant, the Jayam Tome. Jayam Tome had dramatically fallen out of use after they had phased out the Mox cards basically altogether. They wanted you to get this card out while you were sitting on not just, the 4 mana you need to draw cards, but also an abundance of mana, probably supplied by your Mox artifact, so that you can play the cards that you're drawing.
Hey, look, you're actually running the namesake card of the program. Woohoo!
I am?
Yeah, Cockatrice.
Yes, a Cockatrice. Who's, again, it's a green creature with flying. That makes 0 sense. Yeah, that was definitely a thing. I thought that maybe Cockatrice could have used a little more power, but that's all right. Because I also have teased out. He basically has at end of combat. Yeah. So that basically gives him Death Touch. The Vesuvian Doppelganger, I guess they decided that she was a little too expensive and that they had thankfully truncated her ability. That says you may have it enter the battlefield as a copy of any creature except it doesn't copy its color, and it has at the beginning of your upkeep you may have this creature become a copy of target creature except it doesn't copy that creature's color, and it has this ability. And then after they finally released a comprehensive rule book for Magic the Gathering, they could stop putting reminder text that says stuff like, Doppelganger may continue to copy a creature even after that creature leaves play, but if it switches, it won't be able to switch back. Yes, it is understood that it can't switch back because it only switches once every upkeep. No thanks for the extra reminder. And they did that for a lot of cards. That they just really badly needed to update its text to make it more comprehensive. The Demonic Hordes was a big one, saying at the beginning of the upkeep, turn it into an actual tap ability with a tap symbol, and among a number of other things that fell out of use. Banding was a big drop off from Magic the Gathering. Banding they thought it was a good idea at the time. And for those of you who are just joining us in Alpha, banding is the ability that says that creatures that have banding block as a group. So when you get attacked, if you have 2 creatures on the field with banding, 1 creature that doesn't have banding, all 3 of those creatures can attack as a band, and the advantage is that the controller of the band, not the attacking creatures, distribute the damage to the blockers. So it gives you a little more control. Unfortunately, though, combat-based protection usually fell to either you're dying of flying, or later sets will put in removal, which subverts banding altogether. So they stopped using banding.
Yeah. Clockwork Beast is one of the cards I wanted to briefly bring up because there's an entire cycle of Clockwork minions that all share this stupidly complicated rules text.
Enters the field, put 7 +1/+0 counters on it.
Which is a thing we got rid of, thankfully.
Yeah, because like that's really hard to keep track of. Like, what type of counter is it? Is it +1? Is it a 1/1 counter or is it a 1/0 counter? Put X +1/+0 counters. If you have no more than 7 of these counters, you may have no more than 7. Like, why put a restriction on it? What are you afraid of?
Plus, you have to tap it in order to regain those counters, making it an incredibly slow a critter.
Yeah, and they thought that turn 1 Lord of the Pit was balanced.
I don't think that anyone tested turn 1 Lord of the Pit.
I tested turn 1 Lord of the Pit.
Because in order to get turn 1 Lord of the Pit, you need Dark Ritual and 5? Yeah, you would need Dark Ritual and 5 other mana, right? Yeah.
Yeah, it basically means that you're going to proceed the game with fewer mana than what you started with, because both Dark Ritual and the Mox Lotus sacrifice themselves. Go into the graveyard, you can't use them again. So you may start the game with 7, but then proceed with either 4 or 1.
Mm-hmm. All right, so this has been us doing a exploration of the limited edition alpha set. Tune in next time when Gerda gets to pick out the next set, and maybe he'll finally break his losing streak. I think 0-3 now.
I don't know how much this match counts, man. I mean, it's we have just we barely scratched the surface of broken abilities in this set. Need we remind our viewers that this is the set that gave you a 2-drop blue card that says take an extra turn after this one?
As well as a 1-drop blue card that allowed you to draw 3 cards.
Draw 3 cards, like, just fuck this set. I mean, it's good to have a jaunty little stroll through Magic the Gathering's early history before they realize things like game balance, what is fun, what is a first turn kill, yeah. I mean, I guess my winning streak continues, but is it 2? Is it 3? I don't know. What do you honor a win when I got a fucking Lord of the Pit out on turn 2? I don't know how many people would abide.
All right, everybody, be safe.
Peace out, y'all. Thanks for watching.